Mm-hmm.
We have heard all the rumors
Yep.
throughout all the years of another Friday being done, or not done, or maybe getting done, or possibly getting done. Well, straight from the source, Ice Cube has confirmed
Mm-hmm.
that the next Friday, Friday number 4, is coming, and it will be distributed by Warner Brothers.
So it's a big production.
I believe it was Warner Brothers. I'm gonna double check that though,
That sounds right.
because I try not to just blurt out random nonsense when we do this platform, when we do this show. I try to give our platform some integrity, and I know you do too.
Absolutely.
So let me go back and try before the people in the comments say, "You guys are liars. He didn't say Warner Brothers. He said such and such company."
Right.
All right. According to World Star Hip Hop, it says, according to reports, Ice Cube revealed to Flavor Flav in a video shared by SiriusXM on Saturday that a fourth Friday movie is being developed with Warner Brothers Discovery. Quote, "We got some traction with Warner Brothers.
Oh.
They have new leadership. My man, Mike DeLuca, who used to be at New Line when I first did the first Friday and Players Club and All About the Benjamins, you know, Mike DeLuca was there," Cube explained.
Okay.
That's it. That's the post. So Friday 4 is coming.
Yep. I gotta be honest. I'm tired of sequels and reboots. I don't
They,
care.
they ain't going nowhere.
I know, but I don't care. Like,
Okay.
we were fine. We were good.
People wanted another Friday.
No, I know people wanted it, and that's fine. Listen, I'm never going to say that you should not give the people what they want. I
Okay.
think I think that if there is a market for it,
A demand.
then put it out. If there are people who are willing to um, go buy tickets to this film or stream it or however you're going to distribute it to them, sure, right? Like, great, wonderful. From a business perspective, it all makes sense to me. I'm not knocking that at all. But for me personally, I like to preserve what exists already. I'm good with that. I'm not a purist, so it's not that I'm not gonna watch any of this stuff, and it's not that I'm gonna, regardless of how well put together something is, I'm not for it. And there have been reboots and sequels that I have been really excited about. When you
Okay.
start getting to film number 4, though, for something that was not necessarily like meant to have so many iterations in the beginning, and I don't know what their plan was in the beginning, but let's take something for like Hunger Games for instance. Like, that was a book. It was a series of books, right? So you knew that one film wasn't going to cover the entire story. Or
Right.
something like Marvel, where you know that one film can't encompass everything that the comic universe entails. Totally makes sense to me. Totally understand. Certain things need sequels, and certain things even could stand to be revamped. But I
Okay.
don't really want another Friday.
Why not?
I don't know. I just don't. I'm not that excited about it. I just feel like Friday's great, but like sometimes you have to quit while you're ahead.
Okay.
I don't really remember the third one, to be honest. And maybe that's why. Maybe if I remembered the third one, I would feel like, yeah, this is wonderful. But I don't remember the third one. Um, but Friday and Friday After Next, great films.
But Friday after next is the third one, no?
Oh wait, then what was the second one?
Next Friday. That's why I just looked up. I wanted to know when the last one came out. So,
I'm sorry.
according to Google, it was Friday, 1995,
Hmm.
next Friday, 2000, and Friday after next, 2002.
Okay, so I got the titles mixed up. Friday and Next Friday. And I'm not saying that, again, I'm not saying that Friday After Next wasn't a good film. I really don't remember it right now. Like, I can't think of what happened in the film, but the Friday franchise has been great. I just
It
feel
was
like,
Christmas.
oh, yeah, okay, it's kind
It
of,
says, it says, Craig and Day Day back in the old neighborhood where it all began. It's Christmas time, and a ghetto Santa Claus breaks into their run-down apartment,
yeah, I remember.
stealing all their presents along with anything else he can stuff into his sack, including the rent money. You remember it?
I remember it
Or
now.
I keep reading.
No, I
Okay.
remember it now. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll watch it when it comes out. I'm not that hard to please when it comes to things. I'm not gonna say, "Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna watch this," but I just kind of feel like, okay, thank you, I guess. I know Ice Cube has wanted to do it for a really long time, so good for him that he was able to get the project off the ground. Um, that's exciting for him. Um, but yeah, what do you think?
I think it's exciting. I think that, there's a huge fan base for the movie Friday.
Hmm.
There's been a lot of demand over the years, and I also think a lot of the people who were in the Friday movies today are in a very different place in their careers. I think this could be a really big movie if you can band some of those folks together. I think some people we haven't seen in a long time, so it'd be nice to see them again. And I think it's a good way to close out the franchise all these years later. And who knows if it has blockbuster success, maybe we get Friday 5 and 6.
Okay.
I mean, Hunger Games has 7 movies. No, and that's Harry Potter. Sorry, Hunger Games has 5 movies, and it looked like they got way more coming. Like it don't look like Hunger Games is slowing down, and Harry Potter was 7 films. So, I
Yeah.
mean, if they can have 7, and I'm not saying that, let me be clear for those people who want to come in and scrutinize the things that we say. I'm not saying that Friday is as compelling as the Harry Potter franchise. I'm just saying that if there's a demand and if we can get 7 Harry Potter films, then we can, and 5 Hunger Games films, then why not get Friday? Or what may happen is perhaps because we're talking about Warner Brother Discovery, perhaps after Friday number 4, Ice Cube and Warner Brothers start doing limited series
I
tied to the
can see that.
characters or tied to the show. I could totally see that happening.
I can see that. Um,
Because one thing I think the industry can appreciate, especially today, is original content and original ideas. And regardless of how you feel about Ice Cube, we can say for sure that he has the ability to come up with original concepts and the ability to come up with films that are not going to be the cookie cutter copy and paste films that are the rest of the industry.
mhm.
Friday films are not like every other film. And so if you come with a Friday film and it's a hit, I could see uh I was gonna say I could see Blockbuster. I could see that Blockbuster film turning into a series or a group of series. I mean, 50 has a whole power universe.
He does. Yeah.
So we could easily get the Friday universe. And we have something like Bel Air, where, and now maybe this is a reach, but if Bel Air can turn from a comedy to something serious, Friday 4 could be the transition into something that says, okay, here's a dark comedy, for example, or here's a story that's like, man, that character JD was really dark. What's his backstory? Bam. And now instead of a comedy series,
Mhm.
you got a limited series about JD's dark past.
I like the way you're thinking. I do. You're
Thank you.
you're thinking bigger picture, and I appreciate that. I was not looking at it like that. I was kind of just looking at it through my own lens of fatigue with feeling like we keep
Movie
getting
franchises.
recycled ideas.
Mhm.
That can be frustrating sometimes.
I mean, how
Especially,
many Fast and Furious movies we up to? 12? 11?
Oh, you kept because
And
you kept saying Harry Potter and Hunger Games, and I know I was the one who brought up Hunger Games, but yeah, as you were talking, I was thinking to myself, you're talking about those films and you're saying seven, but Fast and Furious, they have
mm,
surpassed all of them.
yeah,
So, but at some point, I stopped watching the Fast and Furious movies.
but they still got enough demand to keep making them.
Of course, and that's fine. And that's why I said I want people to have their good time. So if people are excited about this, then let them have what they want. I don't, I'm not mad at that. I just, for me, I'm just like, oh, another one. Okay, all right. Well,
Another one.
I'll wait and see if I'm interested in it. Maybe I will be, and I'll be pleasantly surprised and that's that. But I feel like there's so much room for the more films you create, the more room for error there is, and that kind of always gives me pause. Um,
Yeah, I see both sides. I don't think you're wrong. I think there are franchises like a Fast and Furious that we don't need any more films. But their fans, I see the opposite side too, where their fans are saying, no, no, we love these things. Drop
right,
one every summer. We're here for it. And
right.
I feel like, all right, well, we didn't get a Friday in 22 years, and it's not going to come out this year probably.
No, I don't think.
So well, then, yeah, we could get one last Friday, or we could relaunch the Friday series with a bunch of new comedians. In the last 20 something years, there are plenty of comedians and actors who have risen and have their own career. It would be cool to see how they incorporate some of these other actors, comedians, etc. Because, and like I said, you never know where that may take things. So I see both sides. I'm not the person who's going to, pre order the Friday 4 tickets and gather the squad to go see Friday 4, in the premiere. But I feel like, let black folks get it too. Like if Fast and Furious and Harry Potter and Hunger Games and
Yeah,
what's the other one? Lord of the Rings, and The Hobbit and all these things. Like
yeah,
years later, there's like shows on Amazon Prime of I think it's not Harry Potter, it's either Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. One of them has an Amazon Prime show after those long movies already came out all those years ago.
yeah.
So I feel like, well, then why not Friday? The market is thirsty for original content. I feel like, forget about seeing both sides. I feel like, hey, if Ice Cube is capable of creating these original things
Hmm.
and we
Oh,
and we appreciate it,
yeah.
why not?
Agree. I'm with you on that. I am. I am. I think I just get a little frustrated with,
I think once you see a good trailer, you'll be ready to go see Friday 4.
yeah, I'm sure I'll be open to it.